coming back on that one at least. To third down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Get your money. Get your money. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, Kaiser. And that is incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Big hold to the 30. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I'm set for 6. Mark's 56. And it's getting it hard.
To throw, Kaiser. Now he's forced out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 50. 49 the mic.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26. Hey, take 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, let's get there. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
No. 58. 49. Inside. Buzz. 49.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
No. 319. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch. Come on, switch it.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Box it.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, man. Watch the booth.
Fournette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Jaguar 1st down.
We're scoreless after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Packers' 48-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 12, Kaiser. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
1st down, Jaguars.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Packers'
we go. 15 money. Here we go, team. Here I come.
Kaiser now. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Kaiser. This is Johnson. He's got it. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
To number 13. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
56. Here we go again. 56. Mike's 56. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. 56.
On first and 10, Kaiser. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Man, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time. And they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Win 18. 50. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Win 18.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Rodgers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43.
First down. and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pull it together. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
You ain't doing nothing today. 26. You ain't doing nothing today. Like 6. Hey, orbit. You must be.
On 1st down, Swift. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Banjo. Jump out. Watch 49. Hey, exit. 49.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On play action, Kaiser. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Fournette, first down, still going. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Kaiser. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Kaiser yet again. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 45.
After the sack on first down, Kaiser. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on second down. Kaiser, blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Third and long for Kaiser. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick six. Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Kaiser to throw it. He completes it to Henry. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mark 56. Mark 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
If you kill it, motion me out.
Operating from the gun. Kaiser. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Fournette. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And the catch made by Johnson. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try the left side. Swift. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. 47 right.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
A shotgun give to Fournette. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A first down throw for Kaiser. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Kaiser. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the gun, Kaiser. He's got the hook up to Lee. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Kaiser now to throw on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Lee. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 22 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Kaiser. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their run.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers going deep here for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers. Going deep here for Taylor. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers now to throw. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Rodgers again now. And that's complete to Adams. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rodgers with a keeper. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Jaguars' 11-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Let them know. Back one.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught here by Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This is Fournette, and he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Kaiser now from the 50. He finds his man Johnson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Kaiser. Now he's flushed out left. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Kaiser. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. This for the lead in the final stages. And Lambo will put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got 4. We got 4.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
Okay, get ready. 50 seconds to Mike. Here we go. Shut up.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the